All right, Indiana head coach Teri Moren will make an opening statement and then take questions.
Well, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And this girl to my right, it's her birthday. So double celebration, triple celebration. Again, so much respect for Tennessee. And, even without Rakia, we knew they were still going to be alone. So talented, so many great pieces. We knew that the game was going to be won if we could win the boards. I thought our kids came out from the beginning and, really just, as I said to them, sort of drew a line in the sand and said that, this is what we're not going to do. We're not going to give up second and third shot opportunities, at least not a lot of them, not 19 of them. And, I thought our kids just battled throughout the night. The first half, I didn't think was clean offensively, other than, Yarden got going from beyond the arc. But I thought we were much better in the second half with some of our offense moving better. This is a good win for us on the road in a great environment and against a really good basketball team. So, we're thankful. We're grateful that, we were able to put it together tonight.
We have questions for student athletes in the room. Nick, go ahead.
Yarden, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Great game. Obviously, I mean, as I've asked Mackenzie before, is this the best birthday gift you've given yourself?
Yeah, the win is the best gift I can give to myself. But I think it was a team effort, and I'm proud of my team that we came today to win this game confident, and we left everything on the court.
Amanda.
For either or both of you, how much confidence does it give you guys to come in and play a team like Tennessee and beat them the way that you did?
Yeah, I mean, I think we knew we were capable. None of us were happy leaving Stanford a couple weeks back, and we knew that we had to be so much better. We knew we would be so much better because we're a really hardworking group with a great coaching staff behind us. So I think it's just a matter of, putting the pieces together. But, we're not going to get too high on this win because we have a really good Princeton team Saturday. So we're just going to watch film and get back to work for Saturday.
Any other questions in the room for student athletes, Amanda?
Mackenzie, you were fighting a lot in the post and rebounding really, really hard. What was your mentality kind of just coming into this game? What was it that kept you fighting the whole time?
I knew I needed to. We knew that they were going to crash the offensive glass hard. I think they were plus 19 against our opponents on the offensive boards, and that just wasn't going to cut it. So we knew we had to, send 5 to the defensive glass, box out, and pursue the ball. And I thought we did a good job of that tonight.
Do we have any questions on Zoom for our student athletes? Yeah, Talia, go ahead.
Hey guys, congrats on the win. I'll turn my camera on real quick. Just in a year where there's so much parity in the college basketball landscape, what kind of statement do you feel like this win makes?
Go ahead.
I think it's just, we take every opponent as serious as the next one. So, we're going to look at Tennessee the same way we'll look at Princeton the same way we'll look at Murray State and all the teams down the stretch. So, just because we know that anybody can win any given night. So we know that every single win is important, and we're not going to look at any opponent differently.
We'll go Matthew and then Rabbi.
For either of you, it seemed like a minute before the half, when Yarden made her 4th 3-pointer, that both of you were kind of smiling to each other after that went in. So kind of what was the reaction behind that and just kind of that moment on the court with each other?
Yarden and I are close. We work out together a lot, and I know how much time Yarden's put into her game, and I think her and I kind of try to take some pride in our 2-man game and playing off of each other. And I know if I pass that ball to Yarden beyond the arc, it probably has a good chance of going in. That just comes from the confidence. I've seen her work ethic, and I've seen her develop as a player, and I know how capable she is. So, I think, just trying to have a little bit of fun, but also, when she was shooting at the clip she was shooting it was hard not to smile.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like Mac is my older sister in the team. So she's giving me a lot of confidence. We are talking a lot about our game, and we work out a lot together. So we have a really good relationship, so it was a great moment.
Rabbi and then Ari.
Yeah, Yarden, obviously you shot like 46% from 3, I think it was, or something like that last year. You've had games like this before, but what happens? What leads to, 4 for 5 from 3.5 and really shooting at this level against a high quality opponent like Tennessee?
I think it's just kind of a day. Sometimes go in, sometimes go out. But the coaches and the player gave me a lot of confidence before this game. And as long as I know they're confident about my shot, it will go in at some point. So I just keep shooting, and I'm happy it was in today.
Ari and Natalia.
Happy birthday, Yarden. Mazal tov, Yom Huledet Sameach. Were you
Okay.
extra motivated on your birthday today to play hard, given that it was your special day?
I'm trying to come to every game the same and to play hard. I felt really good about this game, and our staff did amazing job of prepping us, and we came into this game really confident in what we need to do with the game plan. So I think that was it.
Talia.
Yarden, I know that your parents try to watch as many games of yours as they can. And I know that they were watching tonight. How cool was that, knowing that they were watching you on your birthday and you were able to have the game that you had?
My mom watching like most of my games, so it's not that special for me. But she's up a lot. She barely sleeps. But yeah, it's special. It's always special that they are my biggest supporters. My parents are there all the time. They're trying to come visit me as much as they can, but I'm always happy that they can watch me play.
All right, Mac and Yarden, you're good. And
Thank
we'll
you.
go ahead with
Thank you.
questions for coach in the room. Yeah, in the back.
Is he taking the back?
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead.
The rebounding is obviously a big piece of the defense there.
Sure.
But overall, holding on to 26% in the first half, 36 for the game, how do you evaluate the defense effort?
Well, it's better. That's something that we've hung our hat on, but quite frankly, if you've heard me talk early about our team, it's an area that we have to get so much better at being able to guard. And like I said, I thought we came in with the right game plan. But I'm just really proud. I think one of the things that we have been missing, and I was asked earlier about the absence or the graduation of Grace Berger. She was our toughness. I mean, she gave us a tremendous amount of toughness, and we've addressed that. Like, we all have to have it. We just can't rely on Chloe Moore McNeil. We can't rely on Sid, because those are our tougher kids. Like, we all have to bring it, have it. And so I thought our kids did that tonight. I thought they played hard. I thought they played smart. I thought they got to balls quicker at times. It was a very physical game. You guys were watching it. It was very, very physical. So for our kids to have to fight through some, and I think Tennessee probably might feel the same way. I mean, the whistles, were going both ways, but it was a very physical game. And sometimes you have to fight through that in frustration. And I thought our kids did a good job of not allowing that. The calls that perhaps didn't go our way or did go our way, or just the physicality piece. I didn't think it knocked them off their what they were trying to accomplish.
Amanda.
What was it, do you think, that motivated the team to play with the level of toughness that they did today?
Well, again, it's something we've been addressing. We've been talking about, one thing for sure. And, trust me, it was same when we went in and we played Murray State, in Lipscomb. I mean, we addressed it, and we don't want to be they laugh at me because they had no idea what a flash in a pan meant. So I had to send it to a definition of what that looked like, or what the definition was. We have to do it every night, and we talk about being everyday guys, and everyday guys show up, right, with the same level of toughness, the same focus, the same commitment to getting better, and adhering to the scouting report. And you guys have heard me say this, after that Stanford loss, we were not just angry and frustrated and disappointed. We were a little bit embarrassed, and because we knew that that's not our team. That's not what we're capable of. And so, tonight, I think, had a little bit to do with the fact that we were getting ready to play another ranked opponent, and they just happened to be a great Tennessee team. And they wanted to show up and, I think proved it themselves more than anything, that they were better than what we showed our performance in Stanford.
Coach, first quarter was obviously brutal, 12-9. Kids picks up 2 fouls early, but then you go on an 11-0 run in that second quarter.
Yeah.
What was said that kind of sparked that run?
Again, there's other than we felt like, again, we just kept cheering them on for rebounding. Like we felt like we could get out and transition. We could get some easy things. And then Yarden, started cooking. She got going there, and that helped. I thought from an offensive perspective, neither team I thought looked like they were clicking right on all cylinders in that first half. Give our kids credit for just kind of, hanging, chipping away, building the lead a little bit. But, what I think we're most ecstatic about is the fact that I'm more proud of their heart and what they showed on the boards tonight, because we knew that was going to be the game.
Amanda, and then we'll go to Skip on Zoom.
How big is it for the team, not just starting overall, to have her shoot the way she did, especially from deep, but she maybe hasn't been shooting that way?
Sure. Well, I think, Yarden's been disappointed. I think Chloe's been disappointed in the way that even against Murray and Lipscomb, I think those are 2 kids that I can point out that have been very disappointed in their performance. And so, Yarden has been watching a lot of film with AP. She's been, working with Mac. She keeps doing exactly her routine and whatnot. And so I just think it's always like Mac said, we believe in her. We have confidence in her. We see those same shots go down in practice. So anytime she hits them, we're not the only people that aren't surprised is probably us. But it was great for her because she needed a game like this. There's been a lot going on at home, as you guys know. She's been very, tied up and sometimes off focus with some of those things. But I also think she's mature and she's handled not just going to school, but also the basketball part of it in a great way. And so she needed a game like tonight where she could see that thing go in, and it just happened to be her birthday. Right. So I'm happy that it happened on a night like tonight.
Skip and then Ari.
Coach, congratulations on the win. 22 shots from beyond the arc tonight. That's a number that is beyond your stated comfort level. But talk about how important that was tonight to be able to have that threat and help to open up your opportunities in the paint.
Yeah, well, there you go. You just hope, and again, I hope at some point I'm not going to have to always refer back to the Stanford game, but we got a lot of those same looks in the Stanford game. They just didn't go down. Tonight they did, right? And so that just, proves that on any given night, your shot can fall or it can't fall. And tonight it just happened to be falling, which opened up some things on the inside for Mackenzie. We were able to drop a few passes off to her. She finally stopped trying to get to the baseline. She finally listened, to Coach Rhett to get to the middle, use her quickness. It paid off, but threes are worth more, as you know, Skip. So anytime you can see that 3 ball going in the way it did, and I think Yarden would tell you she was feeling it. So anytime she's feeling it like that, Sid's feeling it like that, you just keep encouraging them to, hey, if you're open, shoot that thing. And they're fairly good decision makers with what's a good shot inside of our offense. And tonight, 22, I'm not unhappy. I think 32 is too many, but I can live with 22 if we can knock 10 of those down a night. I think I'll be okay.
Go Ari, and last question with Talia.
Hey, Coach, how big of a win was this? Not just for you, but for the league. It's no secret so far. Penn State's had some good wins. Obviously, Iowa had the win over Virginia Tech, but, early Ohio State, Maryland, a lot of teams were expected to have these big wins early have. And so how big is it, most importantly for you, but for the conference in general, come, later in the year to have this win over, a good team in your pocket for both you and the conference?
I think eventually, Ari, it'll be a really good win. I mean, obviously, it's a great win, regardless how you look at it, but Tennessee is eventually probably going to get Rikia back, and she is phenomenal. And so now we continue to cheer for them. We want them to win. We want them to stay ranked, all of that. But for our league, I mean, it's great. I guess for the Big Ten. But I think what everybody's watching right now with women's basketball is so exciting. Just the parity, the top teams that have been knocked off, the close games. Penn State the other night just lost to one by US, to a really, really good USC team. So, the parity is probably is the thing right now. I think that's most glaring in a good way of what's happening right now in our game.
Talia, last question.
You said part of the motivation heading into today was facing another ranked team. You have one day off and then you'll face a Princeton team who probably should be ranked. How do you keep the motivation, the morale, the energy high heading into?
No question. They are good. And so impressive. We got to play them and, a couple years ago at our place in the NCAA tournament. So, great coaches, great coaching staff, really great players. And so, they know, our kids got to see the end of it. They pay attention. Obviously I think some of them, they were talking about the UCLA game the other night or the other day, about how close that game was. And so, they certainly, and they always have had our attention. We know how talented they are. Our goal coming here was, yes, to be out of the cold Bloomington, out of cold Indiana, to spend Thanksgiving together and be grateful. But it's also to win 2 games. We want to return back to Bloomington. This is a business trip for us, as we always say. And the goal is to be 2-0 by the time you guys see us next time.
All right. Thanks,
Thank
Coach.
you, guys.